I just want to let you know, under Roe versus Wade, they didn't allow for that.
They didn't, but we were
No,
doing
they
it
didn't.
anyway.
No,
But that we were doing it anyway.
that would be illegal.
Yes.
Then.
It
That
was
would be
up under,
that would be
No.
illegal then.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it would be.
It went up under the HIPAA part of the privacy parts that Roe versus Wade talked about. That's what it talked about. And
Becca,
when
thank you
there's
for the $3. Thank you so much for the therapy fund. Thank you so much.
No, that's the one because of the mom's health. Yes, they do do those in the hospital, but you usually have an OB and you have nurses that take care of those patients. They don't have any abortion clinics.
Yeah, so I'm just going to let you know, right now, under leaving it up to the states, it would allow for things like that. But under the context of the codification of Roe versus Wade, it would not. So if you don't want late-term lethal abortion, then you should be in support of Roe versus Wade. Now, you don't support Roe versus Wade because you want to restrict women's access to abortion. Now, also, I just want to bring this up. You're voting for Trump as a woman who quite literally has a sexist history against women, who has specifically a history of trying to limit women's rights, who also specifically has a history of sexual violence against women.
Did you look at the case? Did you listen to the woman who accused him of sexual assault?
Yes.
And how she joked about it and how
Wait, can you tell me what her name is? Jenna, what's her name? You have to search it up. Are you serious? You're serious. You have to search it up. That's Jesus Christ, chat. Jesus Christ. These people, they'll sit there and they'll fucking deny everything, but they won't even know the name of her. Are you kidding?
And he won on.
Did you find the name? What's the name? What's her name? What's her name?
She won on.
What's her name? Oh, you don't know. Keep looking it up. Jesus Christ. It's fucking wrong, but she doesn't even know her name. Kaylin, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I'm an L&D nurse, and Jenna is incorrect about all of the abortion statements she's making. Many of the statements... Let me read all this. Jaquan, thank you for the $5 for therapy. Many of the abortion statements she's making are easily debunked by a Google search. Based. Keep tapping that screen, everyone. Let's get to 750,000 likes, y'all. While she's quiet, everyone type MAGA in the comment section if you want to be brought up. If you're also MAGA, and I'll bring you up here. Type MAGA in the comment section if you want to come up, y'all.
Do that. And he won on defamation. She won on defamation. She did not win on sexual assault.
She won on both, genius. Starkey, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
No, it was a criminal trial. It wasn't a criminal trial.
It was civil.
Trial.
It was civil, and she won on both sexual abuse and defamation.
And how long has that girl been a labor and delivery nurse?
I don't know. I'd have to ask.
Well, ask her. Maybe she'll talk back to you.
Yeah, she heard the live, so she'll probably respond.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you say that you're a nurse?
I did not say that, no.
Okay. All right. So, I have a question. Would you vote for someone?
And Stormy Daniels specifically said that she was not sexually assaulted.
I'm not talking about Stormy Daniels.
For me, it's E. Jean Carroll.
It's E. Jean Carroll.
I'm just reading comments.
You finally found the name, so you didn't even know who it was.
No,
you said
I
it was
knew
false.
it. I just didn't.
So would you vote for Trump if he were held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a woman?
I would vote for Trump if he was held criminally liable for sexually assaulting a woman.
So you would vote for him if he were held civilly liable?
That means that I would vote for him if he was found civilly liable.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
He denies it to this day. So that there is a...
Caitlin, thank you for the $5 for 12 years. Thank you so much. She said 12 years. Caitlin, the nurse, said 12 years.
That's cute.
Cute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what was your response to what I just said?
The civilly liable. I mean, if he denies it to this day and he isn't criminally charged, which would lead to more proof, like a SANE testing, that kind of lead to more proof that there was sexual assault, I would be more inclined to believe that and not vote for him. But that would have to be play by play.
Okay, so if Trump were held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a child, would you vote for him?
Would you vote for Kamala?
No.
You're asking the same question and that hasn't happened. So we're living in hypotheses that aren't happening.
You mean hypotheticals? So also, can you answer the question?
I would have to look at the evidence. I mean, I can't say yes or no. I would have to look at the evidence and make my own decisions.
Okay, so in some contexts, you would vote for someone who was held civilly liable of sexually assaulting a child?
If there was evidence against him, no. But there's
evidence against Trump.
There is no evidence that he did this with E. Jean Carroll.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
There are medical records. There are medical records from 20.
There is not.
Yeah, yes, there are. There are medical records from 28 years ago that specifically indicate that he sexually assaulted E. Jean Carroll. If it was some political motive or something she just came up with, how come there are medical records from 30 years ago almost that indicate
Where are these medical records, and why has no one talked about them?
They were brought up in the court case.
Because she only maybe potentially told one friend.
By the way, Jenna,
those are not medical records.
Shut up. This has been talked about. It was submitted in court, right? You just haven't looked into it. So don't blame you not looking into it specifically on E. Jean Carroll or the evidence. It is specifically the fact that you didn't look into it. You can unmute.
Do you think if these were real things, the media would have not talked about it? Because I watch a lot of news, and I've never heard that there was there a rape kit done? Is that the medical? Is that the medical stuff that you're talking about?
No, the medical records specifically are her explaining this to a therapist. So a report and record of this specifically happening.
That was done.
Almost 30 years ago. So if it was fake and if it was just created, so you're saying it was just like some 30-year plot that she was creating?
Didn't she also remember it from a hypnosis dream?
No, where'd you get this from? Thank you for the hand art, thank you. How the fuck do you know, you just say random shit like this and you don't know anything else about the case? This is so weird.
I know a lot about the case. There is also DNA. No, there was no DNA because
There was DNA. There was DNA.
We did not have DNA.
You just lied. We did have DNA.
28 years ago, we did not have DNA.
Yes, we did, ma'am.
Then she would have a rape kit that you said that she just didn't have.
Ma'am, she didn't go and report it right after it happened. Starkey, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Do you not know, as a rape victim, you have to go immediately to the hospital to get the DNA off of your body?
No, you don't. So, okay, I have a question. Do you think that any children who were graped, if they didn't come out at that particular time and get a grape kit, would you believe that they were graped?
Why is it always an emotional response with you people? Like everything
actually, I asked you a
year-old that was raped, or what?
Actually, I asked you a hypothetical question to get you to critically think, but you didn't want to fucking answer it, and you gave me an emotional response. Instead of answering my fucking question that I asked you, blatantly obvious right in front of you, you sat there and used your feelings to deflect. Shelly, thank you for the $6.66 from the DNC. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to give you one more time to answer the question. So I'd love an actual direct answer to my question, please. Jesus Christ.
I wish you'd quit muting me.
Yeah, I'm muting you because of what I just said. Would you like to respond to that?
I don't even remember what you said. You want to repeat the question?
Ma'am, what were we just talking about?
You're going to have to repeat the question.
I just want to ask you what we were just talking about to see if you know.
We were just talking about E. Jean Carroll and Trump and the whole trial, and there was apparently some evidence that nobody knew about. There was
evidence that people knew about.
Yes. God, shut up, people. But yes, I do know what we're talking about.
Okay. So the therapist notes from almost 30 years ago, from 28 years ago, right? You don't accept that for some reason. So I'll ask you a question specifically about a child. If a child didn't have a grape kit, right? Would you believe that they were graped? If their abuser was held civilly liable of sexually assaulting them?
9 times out of 10 that's not, they're going to have a rape kit. They're not.
No.
That's not even a question.
Not true at all.
Because the first thing that you're going to do when a child says that they're molested.
90% of grape kits 90% of grape scenarios do not have a grape kit. You just lied.
We're not calling it grape. Can we just call it what it is?
Appreciate the relax. Thank you so much. What do you mean?
Can we just call it rape? It is rape.
The reason why we have to say, well, by the way, I have to say great because of TikTok terms of service, ma'am. So I'm trying not to get banned.
It feels very derogatory towards people that have been raped.
Ma'am,
To not
I
call
have to
back
say
into
it this
the-
way because of TikTok terms of service, okay? So I don't know why you keep saying that after that, and I don't know why you don't understand that. Do you know what terms of service are, ma'am? Ma'am, do you know what a terms of service is?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to abide by that in order to use the service, correct? And also, if you cared about what was derogatory towards victims, you wouldn't be on my live consistently victim blaming.